Prepare yourself for the friend group breakup freshman year. Lock in. Don't really look for relationships. Hey guys, it's me Diana and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be giving you guys upcoming freshmen in high school advice, things that I wish I knew before I started my freshman year in high school. If you guys don't know me, I recently graduated high school and I will be going into my freshman year at the illustrious North Carolina A&T State University. And there's so many things that I learned in high school and in my freshman year that I would share with you guys. The last time I did a freshman year advice video was when I was going into my sophomore year, and there's just so many things that I've learned since then, so much knowledge that I've gained since then that I want to share with you guys, because if I could redo it, I wouldn't, but there was some things that I would redo if I would redo it. So before we get started with the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. They'll be on the screen and they'll be linked in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I want to say are those friends that you had in middle school or elementary might not be your friends in high school. Prepare yourself for the friend group breakup freshman year. I was watching so much advice videos when I was a freshman and I was like, this isn't true. I'm so close with all my friends. Like, I don't care. Like, me and my friends are going to stay friends forever. That did not happen. I'd say I went into high school with 5 close friends. And now I am only friends with one of them today. The other ones, not friends with them anymore. So even though you might think that your friend group is so strong and so faithful, just prepare yourself for it to happen. I'm not wishing any negativity on you. I don't hope that happens to you. But the thing is, when you go to high school, people change, the environment changes. There's going to be other people that your friends are going to become friends with. And I'm not saying that y'all are going to fall out because y'all have beef or something. Sometimes you just grow apart. And so that's probably going to happen. But sometimes there will be drama, there will be beef. Sometimes you can't avoid it no matter how non-confrontational you are. Another thing I want to say is lock in. Freshman year will academically be your easiest year in high school. Going back, I have completed all 4 years of high school, and I will say 100% the easiest academic year was freshman year. Honestly, I am not really a gifted person when it comes to school. For me to excel and do good in school, I have to really lock in. I have to study, I have to focus, I have to pay attention, I have to take notes, I have to watch videos, I have to go over and beyond just to get like good grades. But freshman year, honestly, I didn't really do that and I was good. So if you're a person that's really gifted, you're going to do fine freshman year. As long as you stay focused and lock in, you will be good. Lock in. It is your easiest year. The next 2 years of your high school are going to be very crucial. Sophomore and junior year are going to be very crucial. Freshman through junior year is really all that matters in high school. Senior year is more of you're applying to colleges. You are like basically setting up the life that you're going to have for the next 4 years as an adult. Whereas freshman through junior year, those are the years that your college is going to be looking at. So locking in your freshman year, getting into that mindset, going into high school, knowing that you have this, you want to accomplish this, these are the classes you want to take, and locking in, it will set you up for success when you are a sophomore and when you are a junior. And trust me, you're going to want to lock in freshman year. The next thing I want to say is don't really look for relationships. As a freshman, you're like 15, 14 years old. I think I was 14 as a freshman. And you know, you're going to like people, you're going to think people are cute, and that is perfectly fine. That is what comes with growing up. That's what comes with being a new teenager. But I feel like you are too young to be in a relationship. I would say that for maybe later on in high school or when you want to go to college. If I could go back and change everything, I would not have had like a boyfriend my freshman year. Really don't count it because it was like a freshman year middle school type relationship. But if I could go back and change everything, that is something I would change. Don't be trying to get into a relationship. You're literally 14 years old. Y'all can't go on dates. Y'all don't have y'all's own money. You don't have a job. Like, y'all aren't emotionally mature. You're not mature at all, really. So don't waste your time and think, you know, this person is going to be like your husband or your wife, your significant other for a long time, because that is like 9 times out of 10 not the case. The next thing I have is to pick the clubs and organizations that you want to join. very, very wisely. If you're someone who wants to go to college after high school, a really big thing that colleges look for is consistency. Before you go into your freshman year, kind of have in mind what you want to do in your future, whether that be like a lawyer, a doctor, anything of the sort, and try to join clubs or even create clubs that go with that, because that will look really good when it comes for you to apply to colleges. And if you stay consistent with the extracurriculars that you want to be in for all 4 years of high school, it looks really, really good on your college applications. It doesn't have to be towards your major. I know for me, I was in orchestra for all 4 years of high school, and I'm a political science major on the pre-law track, so ultimately the end goal is to be a judge and a lawyer. So obviously orchestra doesn't really fall in line with that, but it is something that I did for all 4 years, and it's something that I got awards in. It's something that I was able to travel with by doing, and it's something that was really fun and a creative outlet for me too. So even though it didn't go towards my major, it was something I was very consistent in. But other things that were towards my major that I was pretty consistent in for in high school was yearbook. I was in debate, I was in the creative writing club, just a lot of things that kind of went towards my major, which is like a humanities major. So yeah, being in things that you can see yourself being in for all 4 years is a really, really good thing, and it's such a perfect foundation for you before you go into college. Another thing I want to say with that is it is okay to not have everything planned out. You're 14, 15 years old. You don't need to have your whole life planned out. You don't need to know exactly what you want to do. I know for me personally, I was definitely juggling between being a lawyer and a doctor for a long time. I always had the idea of being a lawyer in the back of my mind, but sometimes I would occasionally be like, I think I would be a good doctor. But so obviously with that being said, you don't need to have your whole life planned out. Make sure that everything that you think you want to do, just be involved in it. It doesn't hurt to be in a lot of things. It doesn't hurt to be in a lot of clubs and a lot of organizations. And another piece of advice I have is to be organized. Freshman year is going to be a lot coming from middle school. You're not going to have as much hands-on help as you think. The teachers don't really care as much. You need to care about yourself. You need to go out of your way to talk to your teachers, email your teachers, make sure everything is good with your grades, make sure everything is good all the time. The next piece of advice I have is to choose your friends wisely. Now, like I said, when you enter high school from middle school, the friends that you had in middle school, you might not be friends with for a long time. You might not make it past your freshman year. But the friends that you make freshman year in high school will probably be your friends for a while. I know me personally, my two best friends in the whole entire world, my friends Alani and Alexis, I became friends with them in the beginning of my freshman year, and I'm going into the freshman year of my college, and I'm still best friends with them today. And I'm just so glad that I chose my friends wisely. If I didn't have choose them as good friends, I would not be where I am today, because they encourage me, they uplift me, they help me, and having friends like that and having a good support system is very, very important, especially in high school, because you're going to go through things and you're going to need advice from people that aren't yourself. Do not date upperclassmen. You are a freshman, you're 14 years old, 15 years old. Juniors and seniors, they're about to graduate high school, they're about to leave high school. The only reason they would be talking to you is because nobody in their grade wants them, and if that is the case, then you should be clocking that in your mind. Like, nobody in their grade wants them, then I shouldn't want them either. Because there's no reason that an 18, 17-year-old should be looking at a literal child. You're freshly coming out of middle school. They have been in high school for years now. So, like, don't do that, guys. The only reason that an upperclassman would want to talk to a younger classman is to control them, to mold them, to troll them, or to get something out of them. All four of those things are terrible. So, like, don't fall for the trap. They are going to be attractive. They might be a little bit tempting, but please, please, please stay yourself. Like, lock in on your morals and do not go for the older guys. Don't go for the older girls. Just don't do it. My last and final piece of advice is to be yourself. I know it sounds cliche, but I feel like that's something that a lot of people generally don't do. Like, they're not themselves. And then when you're not yourself, when your mask is finally uncovered and you're your true self, you are like insecure about who you are because you feel like people won't like you for you, when in reality, if you were just yourself from the beginning, people would like you. And if people aren't gonna like you for you, that's not the kind of people you want to be around anyway. So honestly, be yourself, because when you're yourself, you're going to attract people that you do need in your life. You're going to attract real people and people that you want in your corner. So be yourself. Like, don't try to pretend to be something you're not. Don't go into high school trying to like create this new like alternative aura, like version of yourself. Like, literally be who you are. Like, there's nothing wrong with growing, there's nothing wrong with maturing, but who you are at your core is so important, because there's only one you. So be who you are, and people will appreciate and love you for it. And if they don't, screw them. So that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below which videos you guys want me to do next. Also, make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. They'll be on the screen and they'll be linked in the description below. Bye guys!